But what gave you the idea, like, maybe I should track Elon's jet and post it on Twitter?
Well, I knew he had one, and people like knew it was his plane. But on those like major websites, you can't track his plane because there's these rules like about that certain planes have to be blocked. And like I was like, I'm interested in like Tesla and SpaceX and him on Twitter, so I was like, why not share it to Twitter?
How did you get into aviation? Do you know how to fly planes?
No. I just find planes interesting, and my dad works in aviation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You live in Orlando, so you don't live far from Cape Canaveral. Do you ever go over there?
Oh, yeah, for the launches.
You do?
Yeah.
Have you ever met Elon in person?
No.
No?
Just the DMs.
What do you think he'd say to you if you actually met him? How do you think that would go down?
I don't know. I mean, he was intrigued, like, the first, like, he never really got mad. He just blocked me after the news came out that, like, he offered me $5,000 to take it down.
He blocked you?
Yeah.
On all of his Twitter accounts?
Yeah.
Why do you think he did that?
Because, like, all the news came out that he offered the $5,000 to take it down.
Oh, because you
Yeah.
posted the screenshots and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. So, can you walk me through the process of how you actually have? So it's a bot you created that posts these tweets whenever his plane takes off and is heading somewhere. Can you explain like the process, like technically, how does that work?
So like all planes have transponders, and they're like transmitting their like telemetry, which is like their altitude and their identifier and their speed and the location. And then there's like different. Well, one person can get like a receiver for like $100, and you can receive like all the planes in with like 100 miles. But companies and organizations found that if people in different groups around the world, they get those, they can create a world map. So I get that data from one company called ADSB Exchange, and then my program reads that data and it looks for the certain planes that I programmed it for landing and takeoff, and then it'll tweet those to the certain Twitter accounts.
What is it called? ADSB
Exchange. It's
Is
like
that
Flight Aware and all those, but they don't block anything.
Is that one of those things that came out after 9/11?
I mean, I think that's why it came out, but yeah, pretty much. Because, like, air traffic controllers still, like, they only use radar, really. And it's kind of better than that because it uses less power, and it's just, there's easier to acquire signal from the planes, and there's more data about the planes rather than just radar.
What were you thinking when you decided to start posting these things, and then Elon how did that go about when Elon DM'd you, or how did he contact you? How did he go about contacting you?
He DM'd me, like, the first message was, can you take this down? It's a security risk.
That's it. Just
it's like
Twitter
1
DM.
a.m. Yeah.
And what did you read it, and then what were you thinking when you read it? You just instantly responded to him, or what?
No, I think I didn't open it because I saw the notification and it was like so late. I was like, I just said to my roommate, I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
You just told him Elon just DM'd you, but you
Yeah.
didn't want to open it because you didn't know what you were going to say.
Yeah.
So what did you eventually respond to him with?
Yeah, I think I was like in a jokingly manner. Yeah, I can, but can you like increase it to 50 or whatever? Or that was further down. I can't.
He said it's a security risk, and you
Yeah.
don't remember what your first response was?
No, I can't remember. But he went on a while, and he was asking like how it worked, and he didn't even know about like ADSB, and like he thought I was just looking at certain types of planes taking off, and he was like, "No, I can just identify it by your plane's identifier."
By what, like the little license thing on the plane?
Yeah, so like
Little
the
number?
registration
number.
tail
Yeah.
his is November 628 Tango Sierra, and then that links to like a code of the transponder, and it's always the same.
So everyone can track these things.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
And
then he was saying how after that he was like, air traffic control is so primitive. And then,
he said that to you?
Yeah, and he said, what should I do? And I told him about this other blocking program, which he has now. So like the code on his plane, he can change every 60 days, but I just have to find it every 60 days.
So you told him how he can evade your bot tracker.
Yeah.
And he's now using that.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not foolproof.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty wild. And what did he say? So you said, can you increase it to 50? Can you add a zero to that? Make it 50,000? What did he say?
He said thinking about it, and then it went on for a while. And like
And then you
a
sold
couple
him out.
messages, like pretty much. There's a reporter talking to me about something else that was going on in the Tesla community. I just was talking to them about it, and then it started spreading everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
At what point did all these news stations start reaching out to you?
When the first article came out, and then it started going everywhere, all over the news, and yeah.
When did you first create this?
June 2020.
June of 2020.
And back in December 2020, he actually flew to Hawaii, and someone quote tweeted my Elon Jet tweet, and then he responded, "Oh, I'm just meeting Larry Ellison in Hawaii,"
Larry Ellison.
which is like the CEO of Java, or the founder of Java. Wait, is that right? Oracle.
Oracle.
Yeah,
I don't even know. What is Oracle?
they make Java.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And he was like, "I'm just meeting with him for some advice." But he was like, people were saying he was like on vacation and stuff. But like back then, he didn't seem mad
Right.
that I was tracking him.
Right. And you think that he just blocked you on all of your Twitter accounts because you sold him out that he was offering you money.
Yeah.
And
And then like
you think about
like 3 or
ahead.
4 weeks ago, he unblocked Elon Jet, probably because like he didn't want to seem like he was anti like free speech for like his whole Twitter stuff recently. Yeah.
He only, but did he unblock Jack Sweeney, your
No,
personal account? No. Interesting, man. What do you think? What do you think about the whole? Do you think maybe if you didn't show everybody the screenshots of the DMs, maybe you could have actually made that 50 grand?
I don't think so, because he
No?
said at some point, like before, he said it didn't feel right to pay to take it down. So like that was even before the news came out. So he didn't feel like it even before then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is funny how he's such a big free speech advocate now that he's buying Twitter, and
Yeah.
he really wants when it comes to affecting him personally. It's obviously he wants that shit taken down.
Yeah.
Does it make you wonder, like maybe he's buying fucking Twitter to take you out?
Some people say, I mean, it'd be crazy, but like I don't know.
No.
Maybe there's always a chance. but
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I always wonder, dude. I mean, a lot of people talk about, Elon, he's obviously the smartest guy in the fucking world. He's done more than anybody. He's like a genius when it comes to some of the things that he's done and accomplished. But, is he doing this all for just the better, to better human beings and to better our evolution as a species, or is this all just a personal thing to him and he's just like playing it off like he's trying to better humanity?
I mean, I think he's trying to do better. Like, he wants to go to Mars and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like Teslas and all that.